G'day and welcome to another edition of Scott's Inner Circle. It's your monthly VIP invitation to join me and my network of trusted advisors, my mates. And you'll join us as we go deep on some of the burning issues that many people in the Blueprint community are talking about right now. Again, these are people I've known and dealt with for years, the people that I turn to for advice. What you'll get from these sessions is some top-level thoughts that you can put into practice as you tread your own paths of financial freedom. It's all about taking action. However, in this month's Inner Circle, I've decided I'm going to make an exception to that rule. That's right, this month's Inner Circle is not about action. What it's about is getting an independent view of what's really going on in the property market if you're thinking about buying or selling a property. Yes, this month is Property Month. And to help you make some sense of where the property market is going in 2018, we've put together a property playbook and you can download the PDF right now from the Blueprint website. And of course, when it comes to property, there's only one man I go to. And I've done this for years. His name is Louis Christopher. Louis has been hailed as one of the most accurate property forecasters in the country. And there's a very, very good reason for this reputation. In an industry that's dominated by sketchy, self-serving research from real estate agents, Louis does his own in-depth research. His business, SQM Research, looks at data points like time and amount of stock on the market, and he analyses thousands of properties and gives an independent view without fear or favour. But I like Louis. I've known him for years. In fact, I like Louis so much that I named my first son after him. Welcome, Louis.
Good to be here, Scott.
So, Louis, I want to dive right in and talk about the current state of the property market. Now, you've got a reputation, deservedly so, as being one of the sharpest property researchers in the country and one of the most accurate. So to start off, what are the factors that you think are going to be driving the national market this year?
It'll be a combination of continually low interest rates, and let's face it, interest rates are rather low and remain that way and have been that way for some time. Very strong population growth, particularly in Melbourne and Sydney. Very strong economies in those two cities as well. A turnaround in the Perth housing market based on the fact that commodity prices have been rising in 2017. And that combined with the Australian Prudential Regulation Authority still holding the banks to account on investment housing lending, so that'll put some brakes on the market as well. It'll be a myriad of factors, but one thing...
You're bullish, basically, from what I'm hearing here.
We are moderately bullish. The slowdown that's occurred in the market in the later half of 2017 is real. Prices have been coming off a little bit in Sydney, and I would argue a little bit in Melbourne as well at the very end of the year. We just don't think it's going to last because of these other factors such as very strong economy, low interest rates, very, very strong population growth, which is feeding underlying demand into housing. And we do see some indicators now already to suggest that when the market does open up, that there will be more buyers there.
What about a potential clawback in negative gearing? What are the potential ramifications there, do you think?
Good question, Scott. When I look at 2019, there's certainly a number of question marks there. So if Labor were to win the election, they've made it very clear what they want to do with negative gearing. They want to get rid of it, and that will have some ramifications on the market. It also all depends, once again, how population growth and the economy is going. But yeah, we're watching 2019. That could be an interesting year, especially if we were to see interest rates rise that year as well, combined with perhaps negative gearing being taken away. I think you would see many buyers making for the sidelines.
Speaking of which, I mean, we've spoken about this for years and years and years, but interest rates are at historical lows. We saw in the Financial Review that the best home loan deals are on offer in the last 60 years. What level do interest rates have to be to trigger a crash, in your view?
Not as high as what it was once back in, say, the 80s and 1990s, that's for sure. The reality
because we've got so much more debt, yeah?
Yeah, we've been using that credit card, taking out those mortgages, and really taking ourselves to the highest level possible in terms of debt to income. And that is a real worry. And what it means is that we do not require that higher level of interest rate rises to create such a correction in the marketplace.
So they don't have to be double digits by the time, you know, to send the market backwards. It's even small amounts now because of our debts are just so much higher, yeah?
On our modelling, I think if we were to see, say, 100 basis point increase, 1% increase over a period of, say, 12 months, that will definitely create a sustained correction in the market. I don't think the market could handle it.
Interesting. I mean, because really what we're seeing here with Donald Trump, he's making America great again. That is going to fuel inflation. It could be that we may see interest rates start to rise. I mean, it's a crystal ball, but it's certainly one thing that we need to be looking at as property investors. Would you suggest?
We do, and let's keep in mind too that the Reserve Bank are very keen to stay on